Today we're going to learn about a mammal who lives in the sea. A mammal, the whale, and look at all these different kinds of whales that I've got here. So, what is a mammal? You are a mammal, you have hair, and whales and dolphins have hair, but they don't have hair on their bodies. When they are born, they have little whiskers and they rub off, but they can be classified as a mammal because they have hair when they are born. They also are born live. Their mummies do not lay eggs like many of those reptiles we learnt about, and they drink their mummy's milk. And the other thing that's different compared to reptiles is mammals have warm blood. They do not need to lie in the sun to warm up. Do you remember the crocodile who used to cool off in the water and lie in the sun to warm up, and the snakes? Now mammals are like you. Blood is warm. Your body controls your temperature. So they have live babies and they're born with little whiskers, the whales and the dolphins, and they drink their mommy's milk. Now the other thing I want you to look at is look at their tails. This part of the tail is called a fluke, and when they swim they go up and down. So if you see a creature in the sea and you're not sure if it is a whale or a dolphin or a shark, look for the up and down, because we're going to learn that a shark and a fish always swim this way with their tail, but whales and dolphins swim there like that. Now, because they're a mammal, they need to breathe air. They don't have nostrils on their face, they have a blowhole. And if Auntie Gwen can bring the camera, I'm going to point with a pencil to the blowhole on the top of their head there. And those are their nostrils. And when they come out of the water to breathe, because they can't breathe underneath the water, they first have to empty their lungs, and the hot air makes a pshh, and that's where we see the big fountain of water when the whales come up for air. It's the hot air in their lungs that they are shooting out, creating that big spray. Now, there are two types of whales. Some whales have got teeth, and some whales don't have teeth, and that's the biggest whale in the whole world. Hasn't got teeth. He's got combs, just like a hair comb. He's got combs in his mouth, and they're called baleen. Can you say that word? Baleen. And they work like a filter. They swim with their mouths open, and the baleen filters out. And the biggest whale on the whole earth, it's the smallest creatures in the sea. They eat something called plankton and krill. Krill are tiny little shrimps, which are the prawns' cousins, and they sift them through. So they take a whole big of mouthful of water, and then they push the water out, and the krill and the plankton get caught in that comb in the baleen. And you'll see when they take that huge big gulp of water in, their throat and some of them even their tummies can stretch. That's what all those creases are, because they can spread out and stretch to get the whole mouthful of water, and then they shoot the water back through. Toothed whales will eat fish and octopus and squid. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Now, dolphins and whales can jump right out of the water. And what whales do, they do something called breaching. Can you say that word? Breaching. They jump and they smack on their backs and make a big splash. Go under the water again, and they jump up and they turn on their backs and make a big splash. I'm sure we can practice that in the pool when you're back. And with their flukes, they also slap the water. Now, you're going to watch a little video clip of some whales breaching. Look at the great big splashes they make. I also want you to look at your information sheets in your blue files and learn some more about the whale. Cheerio.